Hi, this is Eddie Muller. Welcome to TCM's Friday Night Neo-Noir series, which I am co-hosting with my colleague, Ben Mankiewicz. Ben, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me here at the Noir Alley set. This is nice. This is where all the TCM money goes, I see.
The TCM Neo-Noir Alley set this time.
That's right.
Yeah, and I guess we're going to do, this time I'm going to let you do it, to attempt to explain to our audience what exactly constitutes neo-noir.
Well, just from listening to you last week, basically it's what you think it is, right? It's
It's whatever you want
it is a
to be.
crime thriller first, a crime movie, right? Made after the end of the noir period, really after the collapse of the studio system, right? So movies get more violent, which you'll see here in our first film, Get Carter, from 1971, Michael Caine, directed by Mike Hodges. And a thematic world is opened up to these filmmakers, and including in every single one of them, color.
Yeah, but it's funny that you mentioned that in regards to the movie we're about to see, Get Carter, because if ever there was a color film that could be shot in black and white, it's probably this movie.
This is nearly black and white, right?
Yes,
right, just
exactly.
because it is so overcast and everything is muted except for the violence.
Yeah, exactly. And I cannot overstate how significant and influential this film was at the time, and still, I think, remains influential.
How come?
Because, first off, the Brits were not considered to be good at this type of film. The stiff upper lip thing and the proper manners and really tough, hardcore crime fiction was seen to be the province of Americans. And then along comes Mike Hodges. But first, before Mike Hodges did this, it was a book by a guy named Ted Lewis, who is considered to be sort of represented a renaissance in British crime writing. He was really, really tough. And this is a flat-out revenge story. And the book is called Jack's Return Home. And Mike Hodges wrote the screenplay, was set to direct the movie, and he wanted one of the guys who's a supporting actor in this film, Ian Hendry, who plays Eric in the movie, to play Jack Carter. And they were all surprised when somehow the script got to Michael Caine. And he said, yeah, I'll do this.
Because this is 1971. Michael Caine is, at this point, a major motion picture star.
Absolutely. He'd done Alfie and the Ipcris File, and, people knew who he was, but they had not seen this Michael Caine before. And once Caine signed on, it just opened up this whole film, and I think really inspired everybody that was involved in making it. And as we've noted, it is bleak. I mean, This is about as bleak a movie, and it's an ugly movie. It's an ugly movie in every way. But if you're into noir, there's a certain compelling quality to that bleakness.
Revenge movies generally don't interest me because, I get it. There's not much interesting about revenge. You've been wronged, and you're going to take out your vengeance on those who perpetrated this action against you, your family. And I know how it turns out. It feels wholly different here, in part because it doesn't start out in that manner. There's a piece of information acquired by Caine halfway through the movie that sets him on a totally different path, which somehow makes it more believable and also makes you, the audience, feel like, how can you unwind this? That, to me, set it apart from almost every other revenge picture.
Yeah, exactly. From a writer's standpoint, it works perfectly, and I think that's why the film is such a classic of its kind, because as you say, it starts out a little bit like a detective story. Michael Caine, or, Jack Carter, the character he plays, his brother dies, and he suspects that his brother's death is not accidental. And then it just gets deeper and deeper, and he suspects everybody. And eventually everybody pays.
Yeah, that's right. There's a lot of payment in this.
So this is tough stuff.
Yes.
I'm surprised we're showing it as early in the evening as we are.
Yeah, this seems like the third movie in a 3-film lineup, but
Yes.
we got it here at number 1.
But if you're a fan of neo-noir, and here you are, then I'm sure you can take it.
Totally.
So here it is, from 1971, Michael Caine, starring in Get Carter.